I'm Nick.
Woo.
Yeah!
Yes!
That's not the same. Can I say that I'm not good at throwing stuff in the trash cans? You know, like that thing where you ball up a piece of ball, you throw it like a basketball trash can. I'm not good at that. And I feel like that's honest of me to tell you all. Because no one's gonna tell you when they miss, right? I mean, you're just gonna throw it, it's gonna go near the trash can, you're like, is this somebody else's trash? Is this somebody else's trash? Is this somebody? I think somebody's trash is by the trash can. I'm on the case. But nobody's gonna tell you when they miss. You know, Lord knows I'm gonna hear from Chaz, who's been vaping in the bathroom all shift when he makes a sick three-pointer where he's supposed to be doing dishes. But I feel like that's not very impressive when I don't have the full sample size, you know, because he's supposed to do dishes every Monday. He's never done them. Something's happening in the meantime. No, but that doesn't really piss me off. What really pisses me off is when people like point, you know, and they're like, I'm gonna call my shot, like I know I'm getting it in. It's like, you know you're getting it in? Really? I mean, what's the consequence if you don't? You throw it, you're just like, oh, fuck it. Come back tomorrow, you're like, I know I'm getting it in. Like, we didn't just see what happened yesterday? Like, we're just gonna wipe your slate clean on that one? No, that goes on your permanent record, man. This gets my panties in a bit of a bunch. Gets my panties in a bit of a twirl. This one gets my panties in a bit of a bunch. This one gets my panties in a bit of a bunch. This one... panties in a bit of a bunch. So I feel like this whole calling your shot bullshit started with Babe Ruth, right? We all know that. For those of you who don't know, it's a piece of like baseball mythology, right? You know, Babe Ruth in the 1930 whatever World Series, you know, he points his bat.
Center field.
The next pitch, home run, everyone in the stadium creams their pants. He's the coolest guy of all time. Okay, I have a couple problems with this story. One, it was the 30s, so they didn't have TV or recording or anything, so it was just a bunch of guys outside the stadium, just like, see that shit? Like, no, sorry, it was the 30s, so they're like, oh, what a splendid match of ball that was. And they say, did you see him point at the sky and then hit the ball on the next pitch? And he said, I'm gonna tell this story for the next 80 years. Would you look at the time? Oh, I gotta get home. I gotta make sure my wife isn't pleasuring the milkman. Something like that. Second problem, more major problem, how do we know he only did that the one time? I mean, like, that's like the coolest move ever. There's no way he didn't try and fail at that more than once. I mean, you may think that he's a professional athlete, so he wouldn't do that, but standards were not the same as they are now. I mean, you can hate on like Tom Brady or whatever, however much you want. But you guys seen the TB12 diet? That shit's insane. I mean, it's like no carbs, no sugar, no fats. I mean, no wonder this guy's wife left him. He's fucking miserable. Jeez. Babe Ruth, every day, would eat 2 steak dinners with a pound of fried mashed potatoes. In between the steak dinners, he would have 10 hot dogs with a Coca-Cola for each one. And then he would have 2 apple pies. Can you guys imagine eating an entire apple pie for yourself? Okay, now can you imagine doing that again? And every day? And this was all garnished with a gallon of whiskey whilst chain-smoking cigars. He was the greatest athlete in the world. So I'm not gonna put it past the guy, you know, drop a couple of these, just a regular season game or whatever, and just... It's like, fuck, you got me, fuck it. I'm gonna go home to my giant pile of of unwashed dishes. Like, somebody else will do it for me. 'Cause I'm an asshole. Fuck you, Chaz. That's my time, thank you.